let's talk before we get into anything about that, because we're gonna do our whole profile and everybody. Let's talk about we're gonna introduce this from three different angles. I love a good three perspectives kind of thing. We're gonna go through Junpei's situation. We're gonna go through Yuji and Nanami's situation, and then we're gonna go through Mahito's, situation, and we'll meet in the middle because all three eventually do meet in the middle at some point. Um, let's start with Junpei. Junpei. I gotta stop saying Junpei. Junpei. Okay, I'm gonna read through his bio, his personality. Let me know if there's any red flags that you see.
Oh, there's automatically red flag when you just see how he looks.
he's
Automatic red
introduced.
flag.
He's introduced as part of what club is it? I feel like it's the.
Don't he got a bayang too, don't he?
He's got a
Doesn't
little
he?
bang. He got a little bang.
Yo, he does got a bayang. Oh my god. Yeah, see, man. That was
He's
an automatic. That's one eye covered up on
he's
purpose.
he's he's introduced at a movie theater. He's sitting down at a movie theater because he doesn't go to school anymore because he's bullied at school so much. But he also is at the movie theater with the three bullies. Eventually, those three bullies die at the hands of Mahito. That's when we hear the audio clip that we heard a little bit before of Junpei and encountering Mahito and kind of seeing him, which he has enough curse energy to see cursed spirits, but not enough curse energy to be a jujutsu sorcerer until Mahito eventually manipulates him and helps him bring out his jujutsu sorcery. All right, I'm gonna go through his little bio on fandom. Just know if there's any red flags, just point them out. You know what I'm saying? Junpei is a reserved and apathetic individual with a distaste for other people.
Yep. See, automatic red flag.
Well, all right. Well, you know what? I feel like, for instance, if you stop there, this would also be the same description for like Robbie Rav.
That's also a red flag. It's
Sorry, I
too
love
much
Robbie.
negativity.
I
I
love
love
Robbie.
Rob. Yes.
He has very negative views of people and society as a whole.
Damn, this is getting more and more Robbie as we go.
If there existed a button that would kill everyone he hates, he wouldn't press it. However, if there was a button that would only kill people who hated him, he'd press it without hesitation. He claims that he feels indifferent.
Wait.
That was a red flag, by the way. I don't know if
Yeah, it's a super red flag.
yeah.
So if I hate you, I'm gonna die. But if you hate me, I'm straight.
If he hates you, you're definitely going to die.
No.
If you hate him and he has no idea who you were, you're kind of straight, yes. Like he's not gonna kill everybody. He's only
No, he
going
says
to
on kill the people that hate him.
yeah, only people. No. He would kill. Yeah, well, yeah, everybody who hated him. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. If you hate him, you're gonna die. If you don't hate him, you're gonna live.
But if he hates you, it's like in this weird limbo area of like what you finna do. Because I feel that if you hate me, I must hate you too, or done something to you
I can see why
that
you would say
has
that.
depicted. Yeah, it's a little confusing.
He claims that he feels indifferent towards people and believes that there's no worse than hating them. All this is a red flag to me. Junpei's indifference towards other humans because he expects them to be evil. So even people's deaths don't seem to affect him. Again, red flag. He expects people to be evil. Like he believes that it's just a regular form of human nature, which means that people could hate him, which means he would kill them. This is due to all the trauma he received from being bullied and rejected in his life. Fair. Be at lookout. Do not condone bullying of any form or type. He has been a recluse, but Junpei loves movies and tried to start his own club at school. It was unfortunately taken over by bullies who burned Junpei while nobody did anything to help him or reprimand his assaulters. Again, bullying fucking sucks.
No, yeah,
Um,
we do not condone bullying on the Lookout podcast. Bullying for suckers.
while despite being a normal student, Junpei's dejected attitude made him an easy for Mahito to manipulate. Mahito fed into Junpei's darkness and encouraged him to take his indifference a step further into hate and revenge. Come on, this is every after school special, literally. Um, this resulted in short sightedness that made Junpei unable to see Mahito for what he truly was. You hated a person who can't see people for what they truly are. You know what I'm saying? You hate a person like that. Yuji, someone else who's around Junpei's age, who was also interested in movies, became one of Junpei's only friends. Even after Junpei had rejected all of those around him, Yuji was able to bring Junpei out of his troubled mindset. So, with this, I say, my big question, my big take. Do you think Junpei deserved everything that happened to him in this arc? Or did he deserve
Nah. He's
some sort of journey to redeem himself?
Nah, he slightly did, bro. Like this is what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, listen. Obviously, he got some distaste and some dislike for some folks, and that's okay. We all got it, you know. Listen, I don't like everybody. Everybody don't like me. We not everybody's cup of tea. No one is. But then you mess around. You go through the whole movie theater thing. Mahito comes around, and see, and this is where I start feeling bad for Cuz, is
Mm-hmm.
because you getting drawn into this world and you see this, you know what I'm saying, he chopping it up with Mojito, getting close with Mojito, and it's just like
I'm mad you call him Mojito.
uh, sorry, that's years of restaurant industry talking.
Of course.
uh but
Mahito, yes, go on.
Mojito,
He kind of looks like a mojito now that I think about it.
he does a little bit. No, hey, listen, I'm not too far off here.
No.
But no, it's like he starts rolling around with Mahito, and after that, it's like he's suffering the consequences of his actions of just like rolling around with cats, and then also too when he snaps and starts using his cursed energy and cursed powers and techniques to
Harm other
kill
people.
harm other people. It's like, what else is he? You know what I'm saying? Like he reaped what he sowed. At the end of the day, that's what he did. And I can't feel bad for him reaping the consequences of his actions. Now, I'll say this. What happened to his mama was completely unnecessary.
We're going to get to his mama. We'll get to his mama. I got some questions for her, too.
That was a fine woman right there. She didn't do anything wrong.
Listen, man. I wrote that in my notes. I was like, damn, fine mama. Okay. Of course, Junpei had enough cursed energy to see Mahito, to which Mahito awakened as, Jujutsu sorcerer. Anyway, he gets around. We establish the fact, we get around to the fact that he can see cursed things and he has this cursed energy. People are tailing him. The Jujutsu sorcerer task force that is Nanami and them are tailing him. It was like, I don't know. He was at the scene, got some residual, this is very CSI, NYPD Blue stuff. It's like we got some residual Jujutsu cursed energy on it. I was like, ugh.
It was definitely on his Horatio Kane. It was definitely also CSI Miami.
Yeah, one of those. It's like, did you take enough cursed energy samples? You know what I'm saying? Take it back to the lab. Either way, yes, his attractive mom said it's hilarious because they're talking on, you know what, this is also a red flag. This is how I knew it was a red flag. So one, they're talking on the same Japanese waterbed shit that's in every anime. Literally, every anime. Yu Yu Hakusho, My Hero Academia, everywhere. The same grass that goes at a 45-degree angle leading to some sort of fucking trough. It's literally been in every anime since the beginning of time. She was like, hey, is that your new friend? Want to come to dinner? What do you like? What do you dislike? To which Junpei is like, this is a standard sign of like one of those kids. Shut up, mom. He doesn't want to come to dinner. He doesn't want to eat your food type deal.
Yeah, he's like, no, mom.
No, mom. We're talking about movies here. Can you leave us alone? I'm like, wait, it's like 6 p.m. Aren't you like worried that your child's not in school, obviously? He's out
And
here
she's
doing,
fine with it though. That's the
yeah.
thing. She's completely condoning him not being in school.
Mom, you said you wouldn't smoke in front of me. Oh yeah. No, she says, Mom, you said you would stop smoking. And she was like, yeah, I did agree that I would stop smoking in front of you. And I was like, go, Mom.
Yeah, for
Um,
real. She was like, "This pack is not." Listen,
she reminded me
what type of
of,
cigarettes you think she smokes? She
I
looked
don't
like a
know.
Marlboro. She looked like a Marlboro type of person.
She reminds me of
Nah, never mind. She's smoking on cools. She on some
mm,
menthols.
she reminds me of Kurobaro's sister in Yu Yu Hakusho. Just like apathetic, doesn't care, want to come over, always smoking, um,
Chain smoking.
chain smoking. Is
It's
I'm
never
sur-
one cigarette. It's like 10.
right. Surprised. Uh, what's his face? His girlfriend didn't start picking up smoking too. Um. Anyway, here's a red flag about the mom. She makes them dinner. She feeds it to them, and she's the one who passes out and goes to sleep. Imagine you invite two guests over to your house to feed them, to make food for them, and then feed them, and you're the one who passes out via the itis more than anything.
That's lit. She's too lit. She's too litty, man. Like she got
Anyway,
too she got too sturdy and passed out, man. That's crazy.
it's too much of them damn cigarettes and some funny cigarettes, man. Um.
It wasn't cigarettes, buddy.
Anyway, Mahito managed to plant one of Sukuna's fingers on her, which prompts a curse spirit to show up and then kill her in her sleep. Which prompts Junpei to go on a I hate everyone spree. I mean, which, a reaction to killing your mom, but necessarily not my reaction to finding my mom, passed away. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, and this was the police coming after Junpei, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, it wouldn't necessarily be my course of action. And he even wears his mom's like jacket. I was like, all right, that's a that's a fashion choice.
Oh
Um,
yeah, he tripled down on the hate.
so he goes to a school. Everyone else is knocked out. He finds this boy named Shota because that's who Mahito said killed him. He's like, nah, Shota killed him. Mm-hmm. She was like, Mahito, I found my mom dead. Shota. I heard Shota did it.
Yeah, come
That
on, bro.
guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
So
he fucking wears Sperry's with Nike socks. Like fuck that guy.
so Junpei, in his fit of rage, says, you know what, I hate Shota too. I've always hated him. Pretty motherfucker. And says, we're going to go get Shota. He uses all his jujutsu sorcery, chokes him, blah blah blah, is about to kill him to when Yuji shows up.
He's
And we're
just
gonna
like, no, you're a good person.
You're right, right. And then they go scrapping in the hallway. Let's end right there. Let's go to Yuji a little bit. So Yuji's supposed to be dead. He's not dead. But he's managed to be able to move throughout the city without any of his other jujutsu friend sorcerers finding out that he's like living or chilling on fucking waterbeds, Japanese waterbeds with everybody. Um, he's dispatched with Nanami to learn a little bit more about jujutsu sorcery and also investigate all these other things. And for the first time, he finds himself killing those transfigured humans that Mahito left, and he doesn't like it. He was like, nah, I don't like this shit. I don't like it all. I'm not supposed to kill. I don't like killing at all. Nanami. Let's talk about Nanami.
I fuck with Nanami because Nanami is a real common man. He's the real grounded human being in this and all this. Um, like the fact that he went through not only the jujutsu trenches, but he went through the office work and the career grind too.
Mm-hmm.
He understands the reason why people, he understands why people hate their lives. And people ain't fucking with what they doing.
So Nanami is out here. Great quirk. We see a little bit of his backstory. Again, yes, used to live. He graduated from the same high school as Geto and Gojo, but he chose a different life path, which is the more sales. And he worked in a shitty sales office, and he did sales, and he would call people and try to sell them stocks or whatever the fact. And then he found out that he hated that life, and then he moved on to where he's doing now, which is exercising things as a first grade jujutsu sorcerer. He does not see Yuji as a proper jujutsu sorcerer. He sees him as a kid that he needs to babysit all the time, which is why Nanami sends Yuji out on this mission while he goes out. He knows that Mahito did it, so he goes out to find Mahito himself and try to murder him. Hence the Mahito versus um, Nanami
Nanami.
fight that occurs. We see Nanami's curse technique. We see that after 5 p.m. he turns up. It's called overtime. If he does not kill his thing by 5 p.m., he starts turning up. Kaioken type shit. Um, and the battle is inconclusive because Mahito manages to get away from all this other stuff. Let's see. What did I say? What else did I have in my notes? Okay, so boom. Yuji, he meets, he meets Junpei. We get the whole situation. They become friends. We get to this journey where he tries to stop him. Let's go to Mahito's journey. Mahito.
Well, we gotta touch on quickly about Yuji's internal battle too of
Mm,
like right and wrong in a weird way of just like who is he to take a life?
right. The ethics of it all.
Like,
What do you kind of think
yeah,
about that?
I actually enjoy it. I think that it once I think JJK is one of those weird ones where they play it as there's bad guys and good guys here, but everybody here is kind of doing whatever they want on their own moral compass.
I
And
don't know,
I
man.
think
Well, I don't know. I guess it is. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, like everyone's kind of doing their own thing in terms of like what they want to do. Like and I think this is just one of those situations where he kind of figures this out of jujutsu sorcery. Like there's some times where the lines are going to get blurred of, well, I just killed this person, so am I bad or am I doing the right thing? And he kind of has to deal with those blurry lines of what comes with being a jujutsu sorcerer.
Right.
Um, and I think him having to deal with that though just helps strengthen his character as you go throughout the series.
He, yeah, he definitely goes through a lot in this series, and it's helped with a lot of. It contributes a lot to kind of like where he sees things in the future and how he and his past as well. I think he's holding on to a lot of stuff, especially with his grandfather dying and letting him know that he's a good heart and he needs to go out and do good things. But essentially, he's in a line of work where you're going to have to kill people and you're going to have to face a lot of different things. And sometimes the solution to it isn't always talking through. And we slide over to everything that's happening now in the hallway and we see Mahito essentially. So Mahito is, when we talked about last episode with Gojo and Hanami, he is the boss of those guys and he's working in tandem with Geto. So he's working with Geto in this instance to come up with a plot to essentially how to make curses the dominant thing in society over humans. And Geto wants his goal as well. Geto thinks they should go about it a different way. Um, Mahito's trying to go about it his way. We'll see ultimately where it lies. But Mahito, um, idol transfiguration is his curse technique, where essentially he grabs the soul of someone and morphs it in any way, and it eventually kills him. Like it's a one shot KO type shit. Um, he
Yeah, he's
take
kind of Mojito's kind of OP.
Yeah, he's kind of OP. Like you kind of gotta not touch him, which is why Shigaraki. I was like, oh, this nigga is Shigaraki.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I'm telling you, down to the Rick.
uh, he fights Nami, narrowly escapes. He reemerges as Yuji attempts to save the soul of Junpei, but he is the one who gets between it all. And he realized, first of all, Junpei, how do you feel about Junpei's curse technique, that little jellyfish, evil jellyfish thing?
Um, it was alright. It
It's
was cool.
poison. He stabs Yuji, and it's surprised when Yuji doesn't say, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he's like, damn, you must be my friend because I did something bad to you, yet you don't want to kill me. And he's like, yeah, I'm a good person. Like, everybody's not trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not
Yeah.
out to get you. This world isn't as as simple as black and white or people that hate you. Not everyone has that kind of thing inside of like, not everyone's inherently evil or inherently bad. And Junpei's like, damn, I never thought of it like that. And then Mahito touches him and then turns him into this fucking big Teletubby looking shit. Um, Mahito, once he realizes that he no longer has any grip on Junpei, pretty much uses his idol transfiguration to kill Junpei, and well, to transfigure him, and then Junpei eventually dies. As Yuji's trying to say like, "Yo, Sukuna, could you help heal my friend? I'll do anything." And Sukuna's like,
He's like, "Fuck out of here." He's like, "Get out of here."
He's laughing with Mahito. He's like,
They're laughing together.
Oh god damn, they were laughing together. They had a good ass time. He's like, I'm not doing shit.
They had one of those like nigga laughs.
Mhm.
Like somebody like ran from the table. Like it was like one of those type of laughs they were having. Someone took off running. Another one was slapping. Like, listen, they were clowning. He was getting done up at the lunch table. That's essentially what was happening here.
He says essentially, I'm not doing shit for you.
Yeah, he was like, SMD, brother.
So Junpei dies and Yuji snaps. And for the first time, he has this unyielding rage and he says, I'm gonna kill you. And that is what their battle is. It's the first battle between Yuji and Mahito in this series. They clash throughout the school. They go throughout the windows. Mahito transfigures himself into all different type of shit. He spikes all this other stuff that goes through Yuji that honestly should kill him, but I guess he's the main character, and so he's not gonna die.
Can't kill him.
Yeah, he's not gonna die that easy. Only Sukuna can kill him, and he barely even did. He's about to really put the gavel on him, and then Nanami shows up and cuts off his arm, and they create a plan of attack, noting that Yuji's attacks can actually hurt Mahito, whereas Nanami is like, yo, I'm one shot away from getting one-shotted. So they fight together to create openings. Incredible meme that results from this.
An amazing one.
The legendary fight back meme. It's great animation itself to see two people really beating the shit out of someone at once. It's just kind of
happens. I mean, we'll get into it later, but this is the first of, I think, like 3 times someone gets jumped in a very artistic and beautiful way.
Hey man, Mappa only does high quality jumpings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, we only jump in the highest of qualities here.
Man. Great animation. Yuji manages to get distracted after he throws a couple of transfigured shits at him, and now it's down to Nanami and Mahito, and Mahito opens his domain expansion, and this is the third time in this series that we've seen domain expansion. Domain expansion is an advanced barrier technique that manifests the user's innate domain and traps their target inside using a barrier wall to create a separate space. Once inside, the user's curse techniques are improved and cannot be avoided. It's supposed to be a one-shot KO.
Yep.
Nanami says, yo, I'm only a grade 1 sorcerer. This man is a special grade. I got no chance in hell. I'm locked in this domain. I'm about to die. It is what it is. Yuji breaks into the domain from outside in like the coolest way ever. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of shit.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
down. And once he's inside, I guess the domain is touching Yuji, which is then touching Sukuna. And Sukuna's like, yo, I know we was laughing like a couple minutes ago, but I told you earlier, if you fucking touch me, I'm gonna kill you. And sure enough, Sukuna is like pretty much attacks Mahito's soul and injures him. And the domain kind of crumbles. They're like,
Yuji was playing 5D chess right there.
Was he?
Yeah.
I feel like he was
breaking in just so then he can go into the domain, just so then the domain affects Sukuna also. So
I don't think he
didn't think of any of this.
No, I don't think he thought of any of this.
He didn't think of any of this, but
I think
it looked good on paper.
He would have ran his head into the domain if it meant breaking it open. He has no like thought, tact, skill, anything that Nanami has. He is literally he's to me, Yuji at this point is a brute. He is a man who can punch the shit out of you. He does not even have advanced curse techniques. He is literally just like his hands are lethal, and he got a little bit of like curse techniques mixed in them. He can control it a little bit, but not enough that warrants anything. Um, so they want to finish Mahito off. He escapes through the sewers because, Yuji passes out and is like, damn, this is crazy. Mahito escapes. And he's like, it's given very much Shigaraki. I'm gonna kill that. It was Shigaraki, first season. He's, you know, um, Shigaraki getting shot up by the gun guy.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
by Snipe.
yeah. And then saying, I'm gonna get this motherfucker one day. So
Does he ever get his revenge against Snipe? I don't think he does.
hell no. Snipe not even out there like that. Snipe don't even really move at everybody else, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, Snipe be doing his own thing.
He needs to be in the show more often. I need to see him in these last chapters of MHA. Shoot him again.
Like, that would be crazy if that's how it really ends.
Nah, because they got another real shooter in the series now. They got the real shooters now.
Yes. Snipe had dreads though, bro. So
this is true. He's a brother.
Man. Yeah, he is. He probably look like Boris Cujo, whatever his name is, under that mask.
Nanami eventually recognizes him as a Jujutsu sorcerer. Recognizes Yuji as Jujutsu sorcerer. I'm like, how convenient. The man saves your ass, and now you're gonna recognize him. How convenient. He was gonna be dead toast without this motherfucker. Mahito recovers on the ground, and he meets up with Geto, and he's like, yo. He meets up with Geto, Jogo, and Hanami, and he's like, yo, you might have to go with this other plan that Geto got. This shit ain't working out. I got killed almost twice in that arc. And yeah, Yuji swears at the end to never lose again until he destroys Junpei's killer. And that is how we start a rivalry. And that is the end of this arc. Couple great battles. A lot moving forward in terms of Yuji's newest nemesis, which is Mahito. Yuji kind of gets his focus in order and says, like, it feels like for the first time, all of this is very, very important to him now that he's experienced loss.
Yeah, he cares now about this sorcery life. He cares more about the life that he's in now because he sees and understands the impact that it has on like the world around him.
Yeah,
like even if people can't see the curses or are even fully affected by them, he sees how curses and whatnot can just destroy humanity.
Yeah, and really influence people. And a life like Junpei could have been kept if he didn't get involved in all of this. But then also Junpei, like, we heard the clip, nigga. You were interested.
Man, nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's like, can I do that?
Junpei was acting like let's not act here like he didn't want to hop off the porch. Like, yeah, he did. Man. He wanted to get in the field. He wanted to rumble in the jungle with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to get his put on.
He effed around and found out.
And he fucked around and he found out.
Yeah.
And I can't feel bad for someone who fucked around and found out, man. Like, you should have been fucking around.
We got it on audio clip, my guy. You say, can I do that? I was like, oh, you trying to kill people. Okay.
Yeah, he was like, can I do that? Yeah. That was him. Next thing you know.
You felt that. Now you feel the sizzle. You dead. And spoiler alert for anybody. I know we're going to go in the spoiler section very, very soon. He doesn't come back. He's dead.
Oh, yeah, he's done. He's cooked.
He's done. He's out of the intro, out of the cards, anything, man. He might get a toy, maybe, but like
maybe he might get a figure. But I feel that if you're copping the Junpei figure, you got your own issues. You got to deal with.
I don't agree.